Hey guys, how you doing? In this video, we are going to be identifying rocks along riverways, exploring, collecting stones good for flint knapping, survival, and bushcraft. We're going to be visiting an ancient jasper quarry. We're going to be testing an atlatl with local stone. We're going to be traveling around and checking out a giant boulder field that's a mystery. It's mysterious, guys. Stick around. Shocky.
What is that?
Not sure yet. Not entirely sure. Quartzite? Where did that plate go? Is this flint? I don't know.
Pretty grainy.
Feel how sharp that is.
Ah, jeez. That was gross.
Quartzite.
Oh, wow. It is. It's weird.
Let's try over here. Yeah, quartzite. Look at that.
It's shiny. Kind of sugary.
Yeah. What?
Sugar grains.
So there's a usable blue quartzite here at least. That's cool.
Wow.
Coal.
Shiny coal.
How polished that is.
What's that red? That's cool swirls.
Let me take this piece off and see what it looks like. I don't know what that is. I don't want to ruin the rock though, so keep it nice and polished. I think that's a big piece of coal.
It's a huge piece of coal. Is it like how light it is? Are you sure? This is pretty heavy for. See if you can crack it, because usually it's pretty lightweight. This is a little heavier.
It's coal.
Yeah.
That's coal.
It's a dense piece.
Ugh, it stinks.
We came for flint. We got coal. Look. That's coal. Lots of coal. It's so it's like lightweight.
It's the awesome blue quartzite. Blue brown. And that's usable. And of new rocks. Sandstone.
Sandstone?
Yep. So I have no idea what anything looks like here, so I'm just testing whatever looks different than everything else. Man. The flooding here must be crazy. There's just muck. some decent sized chunks here. That's a good piece. And I'm just going to mark this down. There's more right here. Not the best.
Mark this on the map.
Yeah. There's a lot of flint everywhere. Stuff holds up to its name. Sinking pieces right here.
Nice.
It's definitely flint. Let's see. I'll take this little corner off. Yeah. That is definitely flint.
There's a mosquito on you.
That is Onondaga.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Onondaga. Kind of chunky, but I would be able to get stuff out of this.
See the mosquito?
Mosquitoes
They're
everywhere.
bad here.
Alright, I am not going to stay here because there's a lot. I found 2 pieces, so that is awesome. This piece looks a little better than this.
Nice.
So, Ontario Rockhound on YouTube sent me some Canadian Onondaga, and I napped this blade out of it. I'm not really finding anything this big in the creeks here, but it is the same stuff, essentially. So that's how thin you could get that stuff.
Hold on, it's not focusing.
There we go. And I actually made it look like that with a vinegar bath. I put it in white vinegar for a few hours, and it stains it. Turns the limestone a gray color, gray and white. This was a black blade before I put it in the vinegar. Alright, let's get out of here. We are being eaten by vampiric bugs. Okay guys, I will check in soon. I'm gonna try to find gas for the car. Expensive gas. See you guys.
Oh God. Hey, bear.
Goes all the way through.
That is pretty wild.
Guys, we are at some cave. This is like day 672 of the road trip. And we're looking at geology. We're looking at rocks and looking for flint and other things. that we could use for primitive survival, bushcraft, and stuff like that. And this is pretty awesome. There's a cave with limestone and mudstone, siltstone, and maybe bears. Is any of this flint or Jasper? Coming off the hill here, I found some blue chert. This piece here. Look at that.
So the wind is picking up. It's definitely a storm coming. Temperature dropping. I gotta hurry up. Oh, what is this? It's like basalt, but yeah, that sky is looking gnarly.
You guys see this? Look at that huge rock outcrop there. I kind of just want to float down this in a tube. Do they do that? Look at this. I want to be like that goose. Just float.
Where's the goose?
Look at that. This water is like really clear too. Oh, look at that. Storm's coming in. Looks like bad storms coming in. School of what looked like little, about this big, bass. 12 of them, really tiny. Oh man, this area feels really nice. Look at that. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Deadly river. People drown here. Don't be next. So we are going to a campsite in the Pocono Mountains. And there's a pretty nasty storm coming in here. Does not look good. Time I come to the mountains. Let me turn this off so you can see. It's going to ease up now. At least we're not stuck in a tent right now. Float away down the river. There's just something that I have to check out while I'm near here that I've been wanting to check out for a long time. So we'll go do that. Yeah, it's raining though, but who cares? This is a protected archaeological site. You cannot take anything from here whatsoever, but I've been wanting to see it because it's a Paleo-Indian quarry. And you can see the quarry pits right here and the stones they pulled out and pulled up. It's pretty crazy to see. I've been really wanting to see this for a long time. Standing on a bunch of tools here and stuff. Little tiny scrapers and stuff. It's all really old stuff. 2 or something, or new morning. Good morning. I just car camped last night because apparently you need to get permits to camp at the primitive campsites here, and we get in late, and that's after hours for the permit offices. So I just slept in the car in a Walmart parking lot. I am very tired. Woke up at 6 in the morning again. Got a coffee, and I'm driving and just looking around the Poconos. Okay, there's some cool looking rock formations up here, but I don't see any flint in the walls. Alright guys, I'll be back in a bit. Just drove past an advertisement. I'm gonna have to see if I could get the images on Google somehow. But it said, Big Fish Lake. Pay a fee and keep the fish you catch. I am surprised. I am tempted to go down there and pay the fee and keep the fish I catch.
The big fish.
The big fish.
That are in the lake.
This town's a little wonky. Okay, I keep that to myself. See you soon. So, in one of my last videos, I made this quartz arrowhead, quartz spear point out of cobble that I found on a trail. I'm just about finished up with this. Looks good to me. And I'm on another trail now, and there's just rocks everywhere. And whenever you're in an area like this, you could find stuff to knap. I could easily make a point like that out of something like this. So if you're looking for stuff for survival, anywhere along a river or creek or stream, you should be able to find stuff that will flake for arrowheads and spear points. To show you what I have here. This is an atlatl, means spear thrower. This is caribou antler that I glued into this stick. It's really simple. This is a throwing dart, which is just a straight stick with a hole at the end, reinforced with sinew so that it don't split. And this is called a foreshaft. It pops out inside the animal that you're hunting. It fits in like that. This hooks into the back end like that. Then you hold it like this, you aim, and you throw. I'll demonstrate that. This one I actually made a few years ago out in the woods. I was out for like maybe a month plus, and I just decided to make it. And there's a video, if you go way back actually, of me making this throwing stick, atlatl. And I think I'm just going to demonstrate what a little point like this made of quartz that I just found on a trail worked it into shape. I'm going to show how effective that is just on something simple. Just going to fill it with water to give it some weight so when it hits it doesn't bounce off. We want it to go through. So we'll give it a try. This is kind of a heavy duty container. We'll see how it does. Oh, it hit there. All right, so point hit, no damage to the point. It's covered in sand, but it hit this hard plastic. This is thick, and it just tore right through it. Split it open at probably the hardest part of the bottle too. I was aiming for this, and it hit up here. Can you imagine if it's just skin that this is going into? That's damage. Now, if this was say about the size of a squirrel, right? If it was about the size of a squirrel and this was on a tree and this hit the squirrel in the head like that, and you see it's all caved in here, just imagine this is bone and what kind of damage that is to an animal. That one looked better. See, now, when you're hunting with these, let's say that animal's struggling, this thing pops off. This falls so you could grab it again, pick it up. This thing's running away, bleeding everywhere, with a spear point in it. I did some pretty good damage. That's a big wound. I'm gonna do one more test with this. It's wet and weakened. Like I said, it might come loose, but we're gonna throw it into the tree here just to see if it does any damage to the point at all. Minor tip damage. It just took the sharp tip off. So I would just have to resharpen that, but it hit right there. Put a big gouge in there. So just for fun, just imagining something. This is what they used before the bow and arrow. Before the bow and arrow was invented here. This is like 12,000, 13,000 year old technology. And you would think they would use this for small game, big game, and probably fishing. But imagine this scene 12,000 years ago with a hunter with his atlatl and dart, probably tied to this with a string so you don't lose your dart, just for fun. And I see a fish here. I'm imagining I see a fish here. Not losing that. So this is New England. This is freezing. I'm cold now. Oh my God. Okay, that's the end of that. I did not get the fish. So I kind of destroyed my dart a little bit playing with it, but that's okay. I have more of this at home. I guess I threw it too hard. This is the part that hooks in. I don't know what happened there. Probably threw it too hard. And this is old. Like I said, I made this one when I made this. So yeah, I threw it down thinking that was sand, and it was like bedrock. So the dart point got stuck in there, so I had to break it off. And when I jumped, all right, so I'm serious about that. Don't lose your primitive tech. You don't want to lose your primitive tech. You don't want somebody to find it and be like, oh, I found an arrowhead. And then you confuse everybody. So I jumped in the frickin' river. It's the first warm day. That's a river. Like, it's freezing cold in New England. And I went up to about here, and I'm soaked. And that was really, really cold. But yeah, don't lose your stuff. if you're doing something silly like that, make sure you grab it. But the whole shoreline is bedrock. It looked like sand to me. Does anybody else have a Tamagotchi? I have a Tamagotchi. I've had a Tamagotchi since the 90s. The battery's dead. I did not take good care of my Tamagotchi.
Wow, look at that. That is wild.
So here's something.
You be careful when these they wiggle.
See the holes? That means water was dripping there. So that's confusing. What the heck?
Was this once like that? And it's just filled in, and so maybe in another, I don't know, 10,000 years, this will be way smaller? Yes? No? No idea. Jay has disappeared. Where did he go? Okay. Yeah. So this would slowly fill in over time. They would drop their leaves and fill in. Wow, that's so wild. So strange. So how big was this? What do you guys think?
I'm very confused. This doesn't make sense. Glaciated, unglaciated. Boulder field is here. How come it's not covered in forest? I mean, I see leaves blowing onto the rocks. Leaves rot, creates soil. There should be stuff growing in there, and there's not. Has anybody tested the salt level in there? Take your time, the rocks wobble.
Yeah. Do that, take your time.
So this is really cool. If you want to be really confused, come check this out, because I'm what?
So the sign said that it was way larger in the past, and the forest has slowly been filling it in for the past 13,000 years.
It says it's been here unchanged for 20,000 years.
Wow.
Where's the stream? Water drains from a bog east of the field, flows through the ground underneath the field, and emerges on the other side. So this was probably a lake.
Maybe.
So the rocks, for some reason, filled in a lake. There's a stream that runs underneath, it says.
Oh, wow. So, is this... Show this, flip it over. No, keep going. That picture, yes. So this gel fluxion, I don't understand that.
A gelifluction.
Gelifluction. I would
Frost
like to
heave,
learn more about that.
freeze, thaw, crack the bedrock, yes.
So my question is, why is this not
Everywhere.
along the entire line?
Mm-hmm.
Unless, I mean, was it? And it's just filled in? I don't... Like, if we followed
The glacier line.
where they're saying... I don't know. I don't understand.
Okay, I'm leaving here. I'm too confused. I am getting a headache. Let's go. And you picture something being miles high, plowing through sandstones, mudstone. That wouldn't take much effort for it to do that because it's...
Imagine the weight of that.
Stumbled across an old tannery, I think that's what it said. Look at that. The ruins of an ancient tannery. The river ran black. The woods next to the river are the ruins of Lehigh Tannery. Over 100 families lived here. 2 railroads ran through town. An ice house, a steam sawmill, a hotel and school all clung to the river's edge. Bark from the giant hemlocks was an ingredient essential to this town's success. It tanned as many as 50,000 hides a year. And now there is nothing left except the ruins and the ghosts of people who used to live here. Do you still hear them? I know I do. Do you hear those voices? Spooky. Come back here at night and do a ghost hunt. In the asphalt in these roads, these red roads, have like mudstone, siltstone.
It's different.
So it's turned it red. Hey Siri, can you play a song about Pennsylvania?
Now playing Pennsylvania by Matthew Mole.
Backing up. Got a banana? Look at that.
Be careful. Oh God. Hey bear.
Holy crap. Goes all the way through.
No, really? Oh my god! Alright. That is pretty wild. What do you think about this spot?
I always love when there's a big river coming through with a big mountain above it. I always want to go up there and look down. And I don't know if you can get up there. That's pretty cool. Is that the gorge up there?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know if you can go up there. I mean, you can, but I don't know if there's like a road.
Or a trail. Don't know. Coal dust. These little yellow birds are swooping all over the place.
I don't know. Red and pink rocks. Gotta be some kind of quartzite. Where is it? Really interesting blue rocks. I have no idea what those are. That cave right there, we wanted to go in from the other side and come through and look out, but it says danger. Danger in there, and it looks like it, I can't zoom this way. All right, so I can't zoom this way, but it looks like the ceiling collapsed a little bit. So that's a bit of a bummer. And off the hill here, I found some blue chert. This piece here, look at that. Let me get a stone, let's say. Blue chert. What is it? There's only a little piece right here. The rest of it is not. Limestone. And then chert. Blue chert. Blue gray. Alright. I'll leave them here. Cool. Lehigh Gorge is freaking awesome. Been hiking around here all day. I'm kind of exhausted. Anyway, on to the next spot. Let's go!